Hey, what's up guys? How's it going today? Rushdodge here, and I've got another World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition video for you. Taking out the PZSFL5. That is definitely abbreviated. Not going to try and pronounce that. It's all good. So I got rid of this tank a while ago. I ended up getting the RHM, and the RHM is actually fully upgraded now. This guy was a very annoying, slow grind, and I definitely don't wish this grind upon anybody. You know, it's got its major flaws, and then it's got its major advantages. Like, look at the gun depression here right now. I mean, you can pretty much aim right down at the front of your hull. It's got really good gun depression. Mind you, you probably still could see this tank quite nicely if you got detected. But when you're playing like other hills and so on and so forth, you could definitely see quite a bit. A nice little shot here. Look how much damage this tank does. You get it fully upgraded. I would definitely say that the damage this thing is doing, and I guess the gun depression were my favorite things about it. On the other hand, you're really relying on your teammates here, you know, because you're so vulnerable. You're probably one of the most vulnerable tanks I've ever played with. You don't have very good armor. You got that open top there. I mean, artillery can take you out pretty darn easily. You're slow, you turn slow, you reload slow. So you really want to sit back and rely on your team to do some spotting. Definitely, you know, rely on them to be around to back you up, because you, I don't know, you don't want to be getting circled by a light tank, or, you know, something that's got a little bit of speed to it, or you're just not going to be able to, well, you're going to die. You're going to die. If they get up to you and they start circling you, you're going to die. Enough said. Anyways, these were good little games. Like I said, the games that you did really good in were the ones where you could sit back and shoot the guys that your team spots for you. Kind of a big, square, bulky thing. Doesn't have, you know, it doesn't have a good armor value. At the same time, it's square, it's bulky. You don't even have a really good chance of bouncing anything. Your best bet for, I guess, if you're going to try and deflect around between your own shots, is to stagger your armor between shots. You don't have that turnable turret, you know, it's mounted right into the front there. You basically gotta readjust your tank every time you want to turn and take a shot. Pain in the butt. Oh well. Like I was saying, this game wasn't too bad. We ended up just being able to pretty much sit in one general area. I know it's kind of boring, but it's kind of what you want to do with this tank. You want to find those choke points. You want to have a good visual of the battlefield from where you're going to set up. Now, I'm not saying you got to sit right in one spot, but it's not desirable to be moving around with this thing. Like I said, it is a very slow tank, and you definitely don't want to get caught out in the open with your pants down, because like I said, you can't really defend yourself very well, other than that big ass cannon you got there. Look at the damage this thing does. Not here. I missed the shot. Look at the damage this thing does. It just totally misses. I was waiting for that huge, like, 500 damage shot. There we go. 470. This whole tank line, though, I found so far, you're just doing massive damage. I really enjoyed playing with the mini toaster. That thing was fun. Pretty much the same deal, though. You just couldn't take any hits with it. The Nashorn was a lot like this tank. I just found it was a little bit more, I don't know, you could definitely get around the map a bit faster with it, and for its tier, you were really kicking butt. Like, I thought that it was almost a little OP for its tier, and then you get to this thing where it's doing a lot more damage than any of the other tier 7s. It's just, it loses everything else, I find, which I can't stand. Look at that, we just took off like 500 off that T29. Beautiful. But I mean, this is all my opinion. I mean, it's not official. I mean, I'm sure people have had way better games than I have. Just took out that light tank. I don't know, maybe I just didn't get the playing style down packed, because this was one of the grinds where I felt like I'd play like 2 or 3 games, I'd get fed up with it, and then that was it. I'd put it away. I'd maybe play with it again a day or 2 later, because it was an annoying tank to play with. And like I said, you're relying on your team so much. You get teams that just don't support you, or guys are going off doing their own things. It's hard to play this tank destroyer. But the RHM, that is a ton of fun. Definitely, another difficult tank to kind of get the hang of. You're doing tons of damage. You're doing tons of, well, I wouldn't say tons of damage. That's about all you're doing with that thing. You don't have armor on that thing either. You're definitely moving a heck of a lot quicker though with the RHM. And you do have that 360-degree traverse, which is also nice. The only thing I found moving from this tank to the RHM was you lose that gun depression. The gun depression on that RHM is absolutely horrible. So I don't know, it's pretty much an entirely different tank. The only things that stay the same are the fact that you're still very vulnerable. You don't have like any armor in the RHM, and you're still a hard hitter. Oh well. So that was a quick little game with the PZ SFL5, my little rant on it, and little slight comparisons to the rest of the tier that I've had the privilege of playing with so far. We got the high caliber here, Master Gunner. This was before the update, so 95, no 99, yeah, Mastery Badge. Yeah, like I said, this was before this latest update, so you don't have all the fancy new ribbons and things on there. But I still hope you enjoyed the video, and well, this is Rushdodge here. We'll definitely catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Until then, take care.